All right. Hey, we're going to be talking about the clarity of the Quran. We're also going to be talking about Jesus or Isa. Um, we're going to start off with verse 61:6. And remember Isa, the son of Maryam, said, O children of Israel, I am the messenger of Allah sent to you, confirming the law which came before me and giving glad tidings of a messenger to come after me, whose name shall be, um, I'm just going to say Muhammad. But then when he came to them with clear signs, they said, this is evident sorcery. Okay, so just really quickly here, Miriam is a relative of Moses, and Mary is actually the name of Isa's mother. Okay, but that's just a small issue. But I've looked for this name, I can't find it anywhere. So the more time I spend chasing my tail looking for things that don't exist, the less time I have to share my findings with you. Anyway, right here, giving glad tidings of a messenger to come after me. In fact, down to here, this whole patch of words here has to exist somewhere in the Torah or the Bible. It has to, because of the way that this is written, and it doesn't exist. So I'm gonna leave you with the burden of proof on this, because it's just not there. So let's go down a little bit here, and let's start over here. Start looking at 24:54. Obey Allah and obey the messenger. Okay. But if you turn away, and that means turn away from the two of them, okay, he is only responsible for the duty placed on him, and ye for that is placed on you. So if you obey him, there's two people mentioned up here. Obey Allah and obey the messenger. So this is a good time for the word Allah to probably be written here, but it's not. Ye shall be on the right guidance. Okay, we're looking for clear signs. The messenger's duty is only to preach the clear message. Okay, here we go. So it's his duty to preach a clear message. Okay, this is verse 24:54. Then we drop down into 24:55, which is the verse right after this clear message statement. And what's interesting about this is Allah has promised that those of you peoples, was this written by George Bush? People. Allah has promised that those of you people who will believe in the divine laws and strengthen human resources. Okay, so Allah has promised that those of you people who believe in the divine laws and rely on self and human resources. Okay, so this is people that turn and just rely on self rather than God. He will surely make them rulers in the earth. And this is actually factual. When you get to the point where you only worship self, and you don't care about anybody else.
Surely no one would follow this teaching.
Someone help! Someone!
You think that people suffer in this world, and because of their suffering, that's the only reason why you have more and you have things at the excess. This is actually true. That's why you have the filthy rich that still don't have enough, and there's people just dying everywhere just because they need a drink of water. Okay, so this is actually a fact, but it's not a fact for the godly. This is a fact for the godless. Because if you worship yourself, yes, you can make yourself very rich. They ascribe no partner to me. Okay, and right down here it says, so establish regular prayer and give regular charity and obey the messenger that they may receive mercy. So in order to receive mercy, you need to be obedient to the messenger. There's nothing about Allah in here at all, or God. They ascribe no partner to me. But all who after this deny these laws will drift out of the community of living nations. I would assume that community of living nations would be all the Arab countries over there. Okay, so this is like a curse on me because I read this, they ascribe no partner to me, and then I drop down here and I read that the only, one of the ways to receive mercy is to obey Muhammad. And because I question this, I'm going to drift out of the community of the living nations. And, to be honest with you, I've never been there. Anyway, okay, now we're talking about the universe. I'm not sure if this is an old word. I think this is a new word. Is operating under the unchangeable physical laws of one supreme authority, thus providing the basis for all science and technology. Okay, now this is in the Quran. Science and technology. We'll go up here and look at the right here. This is where this came from. This is an author of a Quran. I'm not sure. I'm not sure when he actually translated the Quran or anything like that, but that's a really interesting statement. Okay, and let's go back up to the top. Okay, this is why I say that I find that the statement highly questionable, because I went down below and actually read 3 verses in a row. Look at that: 24:54, 24:55, 24:56, and through these 3 verses, I was able to create more than a reasonable doubt. And so, I really don't want to pick at anybody or insult anybody, but you got to understand what I'm dealing with here. But what's interesting is right here. It talks about friends, and it talks about do not be friends with other people. Okay, and then it goes down through some other stuff, but then it comes back up here. Okay, and it talks about do not have secret conversations or friendships with them, because I will know what you conceal. Okay, and so Allah, according to the Quran, is making this threat, saying, don't be friends with people you shouldn't be with, because I'm gonna see that you are. And what's really interesting is through Christianity, that is the absolute most powerful way to pass the gospel on and share the love of God with other people, is to be friends with them, regardless of where they come from or what they look like or anything. And so as a Muslim, you're being robbed of the most perfect way to share your faith with anybody else. And understand that if you do this, that now you're under a curse, because you have strayed from the straight path. And I kind of wonder where the straight path is leading to.